It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the 49ers and the Jets on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. With Brock here, I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Man, this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, it's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Now here he goes. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jair Brown. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Pressure comes, Rodgers. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. And the defense comes through, that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. This is taken at the 44. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's going deep. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. To the air here on first down, Rodgers finds his target, Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes.
Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the 49ers will go on offense. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down, Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Corley reels it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. More from MetLife, coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Able to find Corley. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down for a loss. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Take 30.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The 49ers take a 20-zip lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Christian McCaffrey back deep to return. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Purdy on first down. Gets everything he has under this throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Let's go now. Bring it.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Cut by Deebo Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Check. Roll.
Purdy to throw it. He's on the move. Has it down close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets out to begin another drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First down throw by Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Rodgers here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Able to hit Hall. Complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Here's Morstead to handle punting duties. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Collects this at the 35. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Draw play, this is McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So that's halftime here in this one. The 49ers on the road, but currently with the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Roster spots are going to be won or lost depending on these next 2 quarters. So let's get back to it, as I'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, the starters likely checked out for the final time. Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our second half is underway. Finds some space, he's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers blowing them out now, 34-zip. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Let's go.
He's throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Wow, seems like they are ready to put this game to rest already, partner. A huge kick return to begin the half. And then they dial up the call for 2 and extend their lead.
And you know this, Kate, we talk about it all the time. As much as I love scheme, right, the execution of it, gosh, I love the mental gymnastics now you force your opponent into. Right, just the psychology of that we're not going to rest. We're going to keep coming, and we're going to keep coming, and we're going to keep coming. And what a start to the second half.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here we go, sack. Sack.
3rd and long for him here. Escape. Oh, and the ball is out in the end zone. And he gets to it in the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets offense now set to take over. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First carry here for Braylon Allen. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
It's Allen again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Purdy looking to throw. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Reload.
Play action now with Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down. Purdy setting up that play action. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey, check that. Go.
They just get the play off. He rolls to his... And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's 49ers football, and they are hurting for points. They start this quarter with a huge lead. It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. It's away, came off his foot wrong instantly, low and short here. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing here, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold to throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. On the ground, this is Isaac Guerrero. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The 49ers running them out of the building. Isaac Guerrero with the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers continue adding on to that lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Back out runs their offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. That's fielded at the 46. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The 49ers and Isaac Guerrero ready for another go on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy throwing here. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. 49ers rolling here in a laugher. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Check, Panther. Alert, alert.
They'll run here with Garindo. He has the first and still going past the 35. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The 49ers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Well, I think they would have been happy just getting a new set of downs, Brock. Instead, he hits a home run.
And you know this, Kate. I love run plays on this down and distance because you usually get man-to-man. And what happens with man-to-man, those guys turn their backs, and if you get a lane, you get a shot, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out. Darnold now to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Come on, set. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready, ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. Big gain downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
Go, go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The 49ers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
64, Jets, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense running back out now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided.
Real set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from New York.